Have you ever wondered?
If you have, then you can probably feel the undescribable awareness of your own existence. Would you like to talk about consciousness? Let's talk about consciousness.
About 4 billion years ago, in the primordial soup, a self-replicating cell appeared. From there, the old story of evolution has taken place. Cells copied themselves with errors which led to their modification. Those with better preconditions for the environment remained and divided into more copies. This process is called natural selection. They started gathering to create organisms which better respond to the changing world. Space and resources are limited, so the biological fight has begun. Some species evolve small to hide and survive with little food. Some big, which gave them a good defense. Some aggressive and strong to become predators. One species that did not have good physical abilities dominated this fight anyway. Us. Our brain exceptionally evolved and we used our intellect to make tools. Set fire. Develop language. We managed to describe ourselves as an object and transfer our experience to next generations. But where on this journey did we start being conscious? Does it come with the brain? Philosophers have always struggled with this issue of consciousness. Many of them refuse this topic categorically, for it is difficult to come up with a sensible theory. Is our mind material? Then where is it? What part of our body would we have to remove to lose it? Or is consciousness non-physical? But then how could it relate to a material body? Neuroscientists are screaming for answers. They cannot explain what consciousness is, but they can examine how consciousness works. Can you see your nose? Now you can, because I told you so. Have you ever noticed that the surface we focus on is the size of your thumb when your arm is stretched out? Our pupils are constantly moving, and the brain makes the overall picture. Our brains are prediction machines that always need to make a meaning of what we see, so it is easier for us to interpret the world. If we ask too much, we always reach the point we cannot find a more accurate explanation. There, we create fundamental law, such as gravity. We cannot explain gravity, but this law is undisproven and becomes our foundation for more specific statements. Some philosophers believe that also consciousness is so fundamental that we should stop trying to explain it and instead accept it as a phenomenon that just happens when the right conditions are met. Quantum physics makes it all much more confusing. Results of its experiments contradict the most basic elements of physics. It shows us that some matter changes its properties when it is observed. Could quantum physics tell us something about ourselves? Aren't we just machines after all? With no free will and with consciousness as a physical result of a huge amount of simple interactions inside our brain. Our body is made out of trillions of primitive cells, and each of them carries the same genetic information which will take as much space as a movie on your USB stick. When we are able to build a full replica of our body, will it share our mind? Will it create a new one? Isn't your cell phone already conscious?